All right, joining me here now on the Matthew Filipowicz show is accomplished author Trudith Mayhew. Trudith is here to tell us all about her new political organization. So, Trudith, welcome to the show.
You can actually call me Trudy, because Trudith is very formal.
Okay,
Let's keep it light, Matt. Let's keep it very light.
Oh, sure. So, Trudy, tell us all about your new organization.
Well, first of all, I think a lot of your listeners may be thinking, hey, Trudith Mayhew, that name rings an ear, or actually rings a bell in my ear. Sorry, I'm a little twisted around. I haven't had my coffee this morning.
Right.
It's funny. It was just a little joke.
Yeah.
People laugh. It's nice. So, if people are wondering why my name sounds so familiar, it is because I'm a best-selling author, and you may have even read my book. It's called Bill Nye the Hellbound Guy, and it's a very wonderful novel where I debunk Bill Nye's scientific myths that he propagates on the PBS channel.
Hold on a second. So you're debunking Bill Nye the Science Guy?
You're just going to have to read the book, Matt, because it's a whole lot more than that. It actually takes on Bill Nye as a cultural menace.
But hold on. And also, did you say it was a novel?
It is a truth-filled novel wherein I debunk his myths. But I'm not here, Matt, to talk about a book that I've written. That's typed up, that's published, that's been best-selled, that's done.
Okay.
What I would like to talk about, you should read it though. I could send you a free copy, autographed copy, rather.
Sure. Okay.
It doesn't need to contribute towards the sales. We already have so many of them. I'll just give you a free one. It'll be nice.
All right.
Just email me your address. Okay, so I'm here to talk about this group that I helped found. This group actually has been around informally since the 80s, but we made it formal very recently, and it is called the Republicans Against Science, or RAS, as we like to call it, RAS.
Wait a second. Republicans Against Science?
Republicans Against Science. And it is our mission to point out to people that science is the thing that is ruining the world. And we'd also like to envision a future without science.
So hold on a sec. So how exactly is science ruining the world?
Well, as a proud racist, because that's what we are rasist, Matt, Republicans Against Science. Are you a racist?
No. I can't say that I am.
You should be a racist, because life is better over here on the racist side of life. But the thing is we want to point out to people that science is the thing that is ruining their lives and bogging them down in depression and sadness and terror.
But I mean, science has caused many things to make people live longer.
Science has caused many things to kill people. Matt, would you like me now to read from the list of things that science has done to destroy the world?
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, science has invented cancer, but that was a conspiracy they were in on with the wig companies. They've also invented AIDS, whereas that used to just be something that affected people that use drugs and homosexuals. But after science got a hold of it, it's killed millions, Matt. And it's not fair.
But Trudy, I don't believe
Are you
science
defending AIDS?
No, but I mean, I hear like we're saying that it's science didn't invent AIDS and science didn't invent cancer.
Okay. I can see what news stations you've been listening to. I can see what books you've been reading, what school systems you've gone through. It is just part of American lore to brainwash you. It's science doesn't exist. And I really wish people would stop propagating this myth, because once people realize that there's no such thing as science, they will be free to just live their lives with God.
But if there's no such thing as science, then how is it causing cancer and AIDS?
Because they invented it. It's something that's all made up from scientists. Scientists are the problem, Matt. They've invented cancer, AIDS. They've invented Lou Gehrig's disease, a disease that took away a great baseball player and several less important people. They also invented polio because scientists were so jealous of 1950s school children playing in pools that they wanted to invent a disease that would prevent them from playing in pools. So that really it shut the pools down for summers in the 50s and 60s because the polio scares. And it's just because some pasty-faced, bespectacled loser was jealous. And that's why scientists are just petty small people that dabble in their made-up science arts. And it's really sad. They've also invented children-killing devices like abortion, condoms, baby-killing pills. I mean, these are all things that science has brought us, and it is a scourge on our humanity. And then they also invented PBS, which helps propagate things like Bill Nye the Hellbound guy. Well, not my book, because they don't like my book, but I don't want them to talk about my book. I was actually talking about Bill Nye the person, how they propagate him.
Not the character in your novel.
No, the real Bill Nye. And it's funny because scientists invent PBS and then they expect the public, the people, to fund it with pledge drives. How twisted is that? At least with Fox News, hey, you don't got to pay for it. You know? That is on Uncle Sam's dollar. We wouldn't do that to you, to charge you. It's not fair, PBS.
But I don't know what to tell you here. This. So you're trying to just.
Are you still defending AIDS, Matthew?
Look, AIDS. It's a disease. It's
that science brought upon the world. Now it's not just Africa, Matt. It's here.
Right.
And it's affecting everything.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear about our racist view for a new world?
Sure. Tell us about your racist view.
Well, with Raz, we have this great plan of the future. We've envisioned it as a world without science. Just put those shackles behind you. Leave science behind and join us in this new futuristic world. But we need to do this by, first, foremost, getting science out of our schools. Get it out. Get it out. And it's not like we don't have things to replace it with.
What would you replace it with?
Biology, toss it out the window. Bring in some creationism. Hey, physics, throw that in the trash can. Let's get some flag football. Let's get some of that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then what else? Oh, chemistry? Oh, we don't need that. Let's get miracle identification class. All things we need.
Yeah. So you envision a future without any science, without any technology or anything at all?
That's how we need the technology, Matt, let's be honest.
Well, but scientists invent the technology.
Different kind of scientists, not even real scientists. Those are technological people. I'm talking about science people that dabble in the dark arts of human bewitchery. The disease-causing scientists, not some techie people working on computers. That's fine. Do that because I like email and I can read the Bible online. They brought good things to the world, but scientists that brought polio and closed pools, like those are the scientists that I cannot get behind, Matthew. Scientists.
Scientists invented a vaccine for polio, so now polio doesn't affect it.
A mind control vaccine. Okay, I don't even want to just read my book. Okay, I'd like to get on to my second point. So after we get it out of the schools, first we need to first I already said the first. So this is the first part of the second tool. We need to reappropriate labs and research facilities. Because there'll be no more use for them. We need to reappropriate them into places that people will enjoy, like places of worship or stadiums.
You want to convert laboratories to places of worship or stadiums?
Is there an echo in here? Yes, that's exactly what I said. Because we don't need these labs anymore. We don't need people making diseases for us anymore. Hey, why not have some people singing to Jesus or, a stadium, people singing about U2? They're good. And then
you want people to write songs about U2? That's what that...
Or the band U2 can write those songs. I mean, let's leave it to the artist, Matt.
Okay.
Okay, point 3. We don't need hospitals anymore in this new future of tomorrow because, hey, there's no more diseases being invented. So what are we going to do with all these hospitals? No one likes hospitals. They're gross. Soiled linens? Who does that? It's disgusting.
Sick people, I guess.
So we're envisioning this new future of hospimals. Hospitals turned into hospimals. So it's because we don't have sick people anymore. We have people that want to shop. So let's set up some malls.
So turn all hospitals into shopping malls.
And visiting hours are all the time, but sales are only as advertised. That's just a slogan I'm throwing around. Just
Yeah.
batting it around in the air. Okay, the fourth point I'd like to point out is the science section in libraries
Yeah.
will be moved into the myths and lies section, and then the science section will just be replaced with televisions. Because studies have shown that people love television but hate science.
Uh-huh.
So if you clear that science out, put it in the dusty myths and lies section that no one in their right mind is reading anyway, and put some TVs in there. Because people love TV.
What would you show on the TVs?
Anything that people wanted. It's America, Matt. It is a free country.
Yeah. But not free for scientists who
Well,
right?
They shouldn't be here in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
They can just all pack up their Birkenstocks and their microscopes and go off to Canada for all I care. Go invent some made-up pharmaceuticals up there. So, Matt, I hope that the Republicans listening to your program, if they weren't racist before hearing this interview, that they're racist now. Because, not all Republicans are racist, but all racists are Republicans. Fun fact.
Fair enough. Trudy Mayhew here for Republicans Against Science. We'll be right back.
Judith Mayhew.